Welcome to the June 2017 edition of City Connector, right here on City TV and brought to you by the City of Douglasville. I am Lee Brogdon-Culberson of ProfessionalMojo.com, and if you're like me, June is all about food, fun, friends, family, and festivals. Fortunately for you, we have everything that you need to know about what's going on in and around our wonderful city right here on this edition of City Connector. So grab a cool one, stay tuned, and we will be right back. Welcome back to this edition of City Connector. Guess what? For the first time at the podium, at least with me, I am able to welcome Councilman Mike Miller and Mark Adams. Gentlemen, welcome to the podium.
Hi.
Thanks for being on the show. Thanks for being on the show. So I know that one of my favorite things to talk about on City Connector is how citizens in Douglasville can get involved and talk to their elected officials. And coming up on June 20th, you do have a town hall where you will be doing just that. So someone tell us a little bit about what's happening on June 20th at Hudson's Hickory House at 6 p.m. Can't beat that. A little barbecue, a little chat too. And
Right.
what you guys are hoping to learn about.
Go ahead, Mike. Well, it's obviously we're interested in learning about the position of our constituents. I know some of these town hall meetings are news, so we're going to try to get out some information, some invitations, and try to really get a good focus group there. But I think we've got so much going on in downtown that we're really excited about. The O'Neill Plaza update. As anybody who's been downtown
I've
recently,
seen it.
The plaza looks like a tornado hit it.
But it won't be
Yeah.
like that forever, right?
Right. That'll
like
be.
that forever.
So we'll give an update on that.
Can we talk about that just for 1 second?
Sure.
Because it's looking great. You can see wonderful progress being made. So what can citizens expect, just kind of from a high level, once that's all done? What are you guys doing down there?
Well, once it's complete, there will be a new fountain there. It will be more in tune and nearer to the Church Street location, whereas the previous one was located near the Broad Street. Total redesign, much more level, much fewer steps, much fewer ramps as far as accidental tripping and falling and things
So
of
a
that
lot
nature.
easier
Much
access
safer,
for the
much
citizens.
easier access, more in tune to the new conference center, closer to that location and entrance than from Church Street, although both entrances are still available.
Wonderful. I know people have asked about that, and I said, hey, it's going to look fabulous. It's going to be really convenient, and it's going to open up a lot of space, too, I think, that for other events, when you move it to the
Yes.
other side.
Yes.
All right. Wonderful. All right. Councilman Miller, what else you got going on?
We've also got the maintenance and sanitation update. For years and years, Mr. Greg Roberts and his staff have been kind of doing everything they do with as little as possible. So we've come to the realization that they need more space for an office, so we're going to be rehabbing one of the downtown buildings, one of the old downtown buildings. Instead of going out and having to do public funding or debt service on a new building, we've worked it so we can use an old building and put new offices in there. So appreciate Greg and everybody who has their garbage picked up. Appreciates Greg.
I was going to say, while that doesn't sound as sexy as what's happening in downtown,
No.
when you make the sanitation folks happy, that makes all of us happy too.
That is
Right.
exactly right. And we've learned that possibly the hard way.
That
because
is absolutely-
most of the calls I receive are about my garbage cans not being picked up or why there was something left on the curb and could we get that taken care of. And
Absolutely, and they just do a
of course, address
fabulous
that.
job.
Yes,
That's
they do.
important
They
to
do.
us as citizens, I have to
Right.
tell you. So that's wonderful, and great repurposing of elements that you already had, right? The
Right.
assets that
Right.
you
Yes.
already had.
So
Go ahead, Mike.
it's been a great effort by Mr. Roberts and his staff and Ms. Hampton and the overall city staff working to effectively and efficiently provide for city services.
Wonderful. Good. We'll look forward to that.
Yes.
What were you going to say, Councilman
I was
Adams?
just going to mention Mike has a note here concerning our upcoming town hall. We want to make sure that the citizens realize it is at 6 o'clock at Hudson's. There's no special invitation that I understand anyone has to have. Is that correct?
No, it's open. It's open to the entire public. I'm going to send out to the voters of the ward, our ward, which we have different elections, but we represent the same exact folks. So I'm going to be sending out an invitation because I really want to have a push to have as many folks involved in our district as possible.
Well, also, too, I think that oftentimes they have things they want to say. They're not quite sure how to get a hold of you. I know they can through the city website. There's lots of good information out there about how to reach your councilman, your council folks. But this is a wonderful way for it to be one-on-one in really a kind of informal atmosphere, right?
Yes.
Just
That's
for you
what
to
we
have
hope
a chat.
for. Yes.
But there's a lot going on, and folks, there's an issue that is directly related to them. They'll show up at the council meetings and wear T-shirts and put signs out.
Right.
But if it's not directly related to them, they kind of elect us to do what they want us to do.
Sure.
But this is an idea that we've had, and several other council folks have had town hall meetings. This is the first opportunity that we've had in the downtown area. But we have so much going on in the downtown area that it's time we need to give everybody an opportunity to show up and give them, tell them what's going on.
Sure, it's a wonderful
Give them the
way.
411.
Absolutely, wonderful way for them to get informed. And a matter of fact, there is a master plan, right, for the downtown Douglasville area. Can you guys shed some light on what that's all about? People have been asking about that too.
Well, that plan is redone every 10 years, I believe it is, and we're just finishing the focus groups. We'd interviewed companies, have chosen one to go forward on that job. It has to be redone every 3 years. And I say we've chosen one. We're right now trying to choose one.
Right,
I'll correct
in process.
myself. We're in the process of that final selection to get that started. Had a meeting this past week. Our city manager, Marcia Hampton, and Chelsea Jackson, all of them did a great job in promoting that and setting it up. Had a great group that has met continuously, usually monthly from the start. And we're hoping to have that choice for that company to redo that master plan, hopefully one that will be able to actually apply and see to some fruition in the coming 10 years. We're looking forward to that.
That certainly is a wonderful area down there for everybody in the city of Douglasville. I know my husband and I spend a lot of time down there, so it's great to always hear that it's high on the priority list, and you guys are always working towards keeping it vibrant.
Yes.
And that's one thing we worked hard to ensure this time. I know many volunteers, and back years ago I was involved in the planning in 2004 and 2013, and nothing got done out of the plan. So one thing I wanted to do was to make sure that we really had a purpose and a focus, and the assets available to work toward whatever comes of this plan. So we're real excited about it at this point. And I think the whole downtown area will be excited about it because it's going to rejuvenate. We've got some really good businesses that have come in, that are planning to come in, that may rejuvenate the entire area.
Well, I look forward to that too, and something you can execute on as well. All right, we have a couple minutes left. So what else do you have that you want to share happening? It's your chance. I'm going to give you guys the last word.
Well, I'll just mention just one thing that with our SPLOSH funds that will be coming available to us during the next 6 years, over that next 6 years, we've had several discussions about street improvements, infrastructure improvements, intersection and roadway repavings, and I think the citizens will be able to see a much greater amount of that being done rather than over the last 6 years since I've been on the council. We've only been able to use whatever state funds were provided to us. We do have a large percentage of our SPLOSH that has been earmarked for transportation, and a lot of road resurfacing projects will be forthcoming.
Good deal. What else?
Just a couple other things that we've got on the schedule. I've heard a lot of issues about potential crime increase. We've seen some stuff on the internet. I don't know if that's a reality from what the internet puts out there, So they're going to review Ward 2 crime statistics, kind of quell the concerns from the public safety standpoint. And then also one thing we're probably going to add to this is we just received notice last week or week before last that the county has developed a plan and intends on adding a bus route to the downtown area.
Okay.
So we need to get some information out to the constituents who live in the downtown area about the possibilities of that. And
that's an important topic for everybody to learn about and know about. So if you want more, and I'm sure they will want more, the thing to do is to come first step to the June 20th town hall meeting, right?
Right.
June 20th, Hickory House on Bankhead Highway, downtown Douglasville, 6 p.m. Councilman Miller will be there. Councilman Adams will be there.
Looking forward to it.
Okay, and you'll be able to share all of this plus more.
Right.
Right?
And I want to thank the Hudsons for allowing us to come in, and it's a perfect location downtown. They've been around for years and years, so everybody knows where they're at, and we look forward to sharing some good times and some good information with everybody there.
Wonderful. Councilman Miller, Adams, thank you so much for being on City Connector.
Thank you. Appreciate you having us.
All right. Well, we're going to go on out to the interactive community calendar, but don't forget to mark down June 20th. Get all these other activities on there as well, and we'll be right back. So stay tuned.
Welcome to the interactive community calendar, City Connector. It's the summer edition. Sarah, what's going on downtown?
We've got tons of stuff coming up this summer and lots of great events and some fun activities throughout the month of June and July. So you tell me, what do we have?
Well, we actually have a list. You know, the construction is happening on the plaza downtown, so a lot of activities that normally would be there have been restaged. And so we've got, first thing that we want to talk about there.
It's one of my favorites.
Yes, is Food Truck Mondays.
Yes.
Are back, and they're starting that first Monday in June. It'll be from 6 to 8 p.m. Now, the new location that we're going to have that is down at the old PD precinct, right there on Church Street.
Just about a block and a half down from the plaza, and it's right next to the parking deck, so it's nice and easily accessible.
Very convenient.
Talked to April, and she told me, the Main Street manager, and she told me there's lots of great restaurants or food trucks that are coming out. So, and some other activities that they're going to have there. I know they're going to have music and games for the kids. It'll be really fun to do that on a Monday night.
Just a nice, fun family activity.
Yes.
About 8 to 10, 12 food trucks each and every Monday. So that's 6 to 8 p.m. Come on out. Enjoy some nice weather, food truck food.
I'm so excited.
Some activities. Also coming up is the 4th of July parade.
Yeah, I can't believe we're already talking about that.
I mean, I remember marching in high school band in the 4th of July parade here in downtown Douglasville.
Wow, and it's still going strong.
Still going strong. So if you're a business or you have the opportunity to register for a float or your group to walk or participate in that, there's an online form on our website.
Got it.
And you can also see Josie over at the Downtown Conference Center.
Perfect. And it's on the 4th of July.
It is on the 4th of July.
10 a.m.?
10 a.m. is step off.
Yes.
So come get your seats up and down Church Street along that same parade route down Church Street. Get there early. Scope out your spot to view the parade.
No, it'll be fun.
And then, of course, that night, there's always the fireworks.
Yes.
So fireworks going on. They're fired from our West Pines Golf Course, but great viewing opportunities around town.
Yep.
Here at the mall.
Yep, and the Walmart Shopping Center too, right?
Walmart Shopping Center too. And then our PD does a great job of keeping traffic flowing, getting you out from those events, from those parked areas.
Sounds like fun.
And then we've got one other special little thing. If you love ice cream.
Which who doesn't?
Yeah, and on a hot Sunday afternoon.
Yes.
Place to be will be downtown.
Yep.
And that is from 3 to 5 for the social ice cream social.
It's July 7th.
July the 16th.
July 16th, National Ice Cream Day.
There you go. I forgot the date, but it'll be a fun activity downtown Douglasville.
And it's completely free. I think April told me that they're going to have 2,500 servings of ice cream, and local businesses are all participating in, I think the PD always comes out.
They
do. It'll be a great day. I know they'll have some music and fun and definitely some cold treats for everybody.
Yep. So it sounds like if you want something to do this summer, it's happening downtown Douglasville.
Yep.
All right, if you want any more of that information, you'll probably find all of those activities on the city's website, douglasvillega.gov. So look us up online.
Yep. Come hang out.
There you go. Tell me about the next month and our City Connector.
Yes. So for the month of June, we will not have City Connector. So your next opportunity to come and speak about your community event, it will be the last Tuesday of July at 11:30 here at Arbor Place Mall. So don't come looking for us in June. I'll actually be on vacation.
And we'll be at in Savannah.
And you guys will be gone, so you're out too.
That's right.
So come visit us the last Tuesday in July, and we'll be
You're
here.
Be on vacation.
I know. The guys make fun of me all the time about my
I see
trips.
them back there on the
They're
other side of the
laughing.
camera.
It's fine.
All
I'll be. My toes will be in the sand, and y'all can just be laughing from here at work.
All righty. Well, we'll be back with more City Connector on this edition.
Yep. Stay tuned.
Open up your books to page 360.
Did you just look at your phone while you was in class? You played yourself.
Talking about inspirational quotes.
You gotta believe in yourself. Don't ever play yourself. The key is to make it, so make it.
Louise, can you give me an example of an inspirational quote?
Don't play yourself. The key is to make it.
And who said that?
I did. Now that's a major key alert.
Learn the real major keys to getting to college at getschool.com.
Welcome back to the June 2017 City Connector. Now, remember when I said so many wonderful things happening in and around Douglasville and Douglas County? One of my favorite activities are outdoor activities, and especially gardening. So I'm thrilled to have with us today Georgia Master Gardener Marjorie Stansel. Marjorie, welcome to City Connector.
Thank you.
So let's start. There are so many wonderful things to talk about. You guys are involved in a lot of good stuff, but let's start with the Douglas County Butterfly Trail, and then also talk a little bit about the Hydrangea Festival, because you've got some cool things happening there as well. So
Absolutely.
Tell us about all that.
The Douglas County Butterfly Trail actually only started a couple of years ago when we decided to pull together the existing gardens. I met with Wes Talon and a couple of other folks. We were preparing that year to put in the Woody Fight Butterfly Garden.
Which is beautiful, by the way.
We were able to complete that in time for the Hydrangea Festival last year, and that opened. Since then, and very recently, we have completed garden number 8.
Wow.
Which is the Tom Worthen Park Garden, and garden number 9, which is the Douglas County Museum of History and Art.
Where is the Tom Worthen Garden?
The Tom Worthen Garden is at Tom Worthen Park, directly across the railroad tracks near Strickland Street. It's just on the corner there near where the railway information is stored. So that one we tweak it a little bit more each time we go, so there's always something you can add to a butterfly garden.
Well, let's talk a little bit about that, because these things don't just happen out of the blue. There's a lot of planning and design and a lot of other aspects that go into it. So give us a little bit of an example of the type of design or person hours that goes into a butterfly garden when you put that in.
It takes a lot of hours to pull together all of the plants and the people. With the Worthen Garden, for example, we were blessed. Comcast stepped up and donated funds and people to install that garden.
That's great.
So my primary focus was designing the garden with input from Chan Weeks and designating what plants needed to be in that garden. Obviously, you need host plants. And since this garden was to fulfill the mayor's pledge, the Monarch Pledge, that a number of mayors signed, we wanted to make sure that the host plant for the monarch butterfly, the butterfly weed, was included in the garden. And of course, lots of nectar plants. We have at least 15 different nectar plants in that garden. And not only will they provide nectar for the monarch butterfly, but also eastern tiger swallowtails, black swallowtails, and the Gulf fritillary, which is a smaller orange butterfly that folks sometimes mistake for a monarch.
See, I love that, and thank you so much for taking a moment to answer that, because you hear a lot of folks say, well, I want to put a garden in my yard, or I want to, draw butterflies, but they don't realize that you have to have a variety of plants for that to happen, A and B, and then they wonder, well, how come it doesn't look like those gorgeous butterfly gardens I see? And that takes design, and it takes some follow-through to make sure that everything is as it should be.
Exactly.
Wonderful. All right, so let's talk a little bit about what else you have going on, because the Master Gardeners, I've always enjoyed talking to you guys. You are doing so much out in the community. A, what is the Master Gardener program? And B, what are some of the things that you're doing like in the school system? Because that's pretty cool.
The Master Gardener program has been in place since 1979 in the state of Georgia. In order to be a Master Gardener, you need to go to class, and there are approximately 26 one-hour classes that you must take.
Okay.
You must pass 2 exams, and you must provide 50 hours of volunteer work in the first year and 25 each year thereafter. There are at least 20 Master Gardener projects in the Atlanta area for Master Gardeners to choose from. We have the vegetable garden, which is also the site of scarecrows during the Hydrangea Festival. Last year, we donated 4,200 pounds of vegetables to local charities from that garden. This morning, for example, I picked 39 pounds of vegetables and took them to the men's homeless shelter. So all of our vegetables are donated to someone needy in the area.
One of the great things too about the Master Gardener program is if you are someone who wants to learn more about gardening, they can contact you, and you guys will be glad to help a citizen in the community, right, if they have an issue.
I answer calls all the time, and now, of course, with Facebook, I get, what is this plant? Can you identify this flower?
I bet you're good at it, though.
What is this weed?
What is this weed? All right, I know.
How do I
about
get
that.
rid of it? And I say, okay, if it's a weed, pull it or eat it.
Those are your options, right?
Yeah,
Those are
exactly.
pull it or eat it. I like that. Well, next time I have a question about an insect or an aphid, I can go on Facebook and I can put it on there and I can ask you.
Exactly.
I love that.
Exactly.
Well, let's talk a little bit about growing Master Gardeners themselves from the youngest age and about the Sprouts program. You guys are very much involved in the school system. Talk to us about Sprouts.
We have been involved in the Master Gardener Sprouts program since its inception last year. Last year, we provided education to 178 students in the Douglasville area. This summer, we've been asked to do 2 programs during the summer months, and this fall we will do a program at Mason Creek Elementary School. We have a number of kids who come into the program. It's a 6-week program, and each session focuses on a book, which is a book on soils, a book on seeds, composting, about trees, a number of topics to interest children in gardening. And we let them plant, we let them prepare a seed tape with radishes, and we let them plant that. And by the end of the 6-week period, they can harvest the radishes.
I love it.
So it's gratification, which lets them know that, yes, I can grow something too.
And a number of schools, or at least some schools, have gardens, and you're talking to other schools about putting gardens in.
Exactly. We've worked with Mirror Lake Elementary, and they actually have 6 raised beds, and they have them full of vegetables. They're interested in adding a butterfly garden there.
That's great.
So they have, the kids were going to dig potatoes before the end of school because we grew some potatoes there. So there's always something to do in a kid's garden at one of the schools.
And I love that. And I know that we're kind of winding down on time, but one of the things we talked about before we came on air was the gratification and how, as a culture, we're kind of going back to things that are organic.
Exactly.
And we know if we know where our food comes from, and we grew it ourselves, we know if we did or didn't use any kind of chemical sprays. And I think that's wonderful for kids to learn. You agree?
A lot of things we don't need chemical sprays on. There are some that are more likely to be attacked with bugs. Okra, for example, aphids sometimes are attracted to okra. And really the main thing to do with an aphid is just give it a good spray of water.
Right.
So sometimes you can do a natural.
My grandma used to just pick those aphids off. Just
Unfortunately,
like
honey, we do
have
have to pick some bugs off. And that's not fun.
Well, wonderful. Well, I like giving our guests the last word, Miss Marjorie. So tell us, what do you want to leave with our viewers about the Master Gardener program and all the cool stuff that you're doing?
Well, we are involved pretty much every day in the community doing some work This weekend, you will see many of us setting up for the Hydrangea Festival. You'll see us with our scarecrows in the vegetable garden. You'll see us with our wheelbarrows, fairy gardens and wheelbarrows at the old courthouse. So when you want to ask a question and you see a master gardener, just stop them and ask the question. We're happy to answer them all.
And that is the truth. I'm glad she said that, because I have talked to a number of master gardeners and they've made a real difference in just our own home garden. So thank you very much for serving the community in that way. All right, so you heard it here first. Go on out, be a part of that, and you're going to love the Douglas County Butterfly Trail too. Just beautiful. All right, stay tuned, because we're about to hear some more wonderful music from our guest Hazel Ariana, and we'll be right back after that.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
To love you Adonai, day by day, step by step. I'm learning to love you Adonai, day by day, step by step. With your faithful love, you have loved me first. You are the joy of my life. I'm learning to love you, Lord Adonai. I'm learning to praise you, Adonai, day by day, step by step. I am learning to praise you, Adonai, day by day, step by step. When it's hard to believe that you are here with me, through the storm and through the pain, I'm learning to praise you more, Adonai. I am learning to trust you, Adonai, day by day, step by step. I'm learning to trust you, Adonai, day by day, step by step. When it's hard to believe that you are here with me, when the storm comes my way, I'm learning to trust you, Lord Adonai. And now let's enjoy this beautiful music. Yes, praise the Lord. With all my heart and with all my soul, with all my heart and with all my soul, day by day you show me more and more Day by day you show me more and more. Day by day you show me more and more. Day by day you show me more and more. Day by day I love you more and more. Day by day I praise you more and more. Day by day I trust you more and more.
I guess sometimes things just happen. Devastating things. Your whole world changes in an instant. That's what happened to me the day my mother had a stroke.
I'm Paul George, and I want you to spot a stroke fast.
F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911.
Protect the ones you love.
Spot a stroke fast.
Welcome back to the June 2017 edition of City Connector. And it is summer, y'all. If you didn't know that, all you have to do is look right outside your window right now. And what that means is that the Douglasville Parks and Rec folks are busy bees putting together all sorts of activities to make sure that we're well entertained and having a great time outdoors right here in our community. Right, Kendrick?
Oh, yeah. For sure.
So joining me at the podium is Kendrick Davis of the Douglasville Parks and Rec.
Yes.
So welcome back.
Happy to be here again.
All right, so let's talk a little bit. And it makes sense you're here every month because there's just so much going on.
It sure is.
Go ahead.
Yeah. We have a upcoming July 4th event, which definitely you're going to touch on, of course. But we'll have a July 4th event, Festival at the Park, which will be after the parade downtown. Will be an extension to the parade downtown, which will be more of please stay in Douglasville, guys, because we love to have you guys. We'll love to have you guys out at the park.
Now let's talk about the event July 4th. Now this is a new event. I don't think you guys have done this before, right?
No, this is actually an event that was usually taken on by Share House. Share House did this event for many years, and last year they got out of the business pretty much. And we love Share House. They did a great job. They just wanted to go in a different direction with the event. So the event went on a one-year hiatus on last year. And this year we're just going to rebrand the event and bring something out that's going to be outstanding and phenomenal to the children. We're going to have some water slides.
Ooh.
That's some things that they haven't had in the past.
Wait, the water slides are just for little kids?
Oh, no.
I'm disappointed now. I'm disappointed. All right. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So great. So water slides, and what else you got going on?
So we'll have water slides. We'll also have the first responders out for a touch a truck, touch a car type of activity as well. And we'll have several different vendors from around the local area.
All right, wonderful. And again, so that's immediately after the July 4th parade,
Yes.
which is on downtown Douglasville. And that's a great thing for you to bring up because the July 4th parade, if you guys have never been there, such a wonderful time to join with the community and to celebrate everything that's wonderful about local, state, and our national folks.
It is, and the great thing about our event is only from 11 to 2. So once you get down to the parade, of course, and extend right over to Hunter Park, and you'll still have plenty of time to enjoy your family on that day, which is a very special day. We love America, and we love always celebrating. So,
I love that. Well said. Well said. Now, in addition to the July 4th, let's just kind of go backwards on my calendar. Let's see if I can do this and not confuse myself. So let's talk about July 1st. You have a horseshoe tournament?
Yes, we have our annual City of Douglasville Horseshoe Tournament at Jesse Davis Park. That event is open for individuals 16 and up. We generally have the same group of guys every year, and every year they win.
I didn't even know there was such a thing. I had to tell you.
They do a fantastic job, and Charles Thomas, the center manager over at Jesse Davis, he's been doing a phenomenal job with that event for many, many years. And we love to have individuals out that are new to horseshoes, just such as yourself.
I am.
Just to come out and enjoy it. Even if you want to watch, that's fine.
Yeah, but I'd have to get the horseshoe like near the thingy in the ground, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So I could just. Maybe if Steve were standing near the thingy in the ground, then maybe I could get the horseshoe near that.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, all right.
Oh, yeah.
So I'll practice on that.
on that.
Good deal. So July 1st, horseshoe tournament. A lot of fun. Let's go back another one. On June 24th, you've got a fishing derby.
Yes, we'll have our also annual event, our annual fishing derby at Hunter Park. This event is open for everyone, from 0 to up until, hey, if you're 70 years old, you can come out and fish. So this event is free, open to the public. If you want to register, just go on the City of Douglasville website, go to the city events, and we'll have a registration form and a page on there. You just register, and once you get to the park, just sign our waiver. We'll have plenty of different things to do on that day, raffles. We'll have hot dogs and chips and drinks for you as well.
Okay, now you don't have to have a fishing license to participate in the fishing derby, or do you?
You do not.
Okay.
And generally throughout the year, it's not required as well at Hunter Park. And we closed the lake off for the last 2 months as it was restocked. But once the fishing derby hits, you'll always be able to go back and fish.
So this is a great opportunity if you love fishing, you don't have a fishing license, to register for the derby.
Correct.
Bring your own bait and
Yes.
goodies, whatever it is you think
Yes.
your magic mixture is, and do a little bit of fishing.
Oh, yeah. With some individuals, they use chicken liver, hot dogs. Of course, the catfish out there at Hunter Park love the hot dogs.
Ooh, wow, that sounds really good too. That sounds really, really good. And also in June, a quick reminder in terms of what's happening. One of my favorite things also is Wednesday Wind Down. And this year they're all happening at Hunter Park at 6 p.m., right?
Yes. Wednesday Wind Down, of course, is another phenomenal event that was happening downtown Douglasville. And, of course, with the plaza renovations, it's having to be moved over to Hunter Park, which Hunter Park is another venue that is outstanding for different concerts and events. And the issues at within Hunter Park, it's just we have room to grow.
You do.
And hosting events such as Wednesday Wind Down is going to give us the opportunity to see what it is that we can do within the future. And it's that calls for hosting additional events and additional concerts once Wednesday Wind Down may possibly go back downtown. That's something that we're going to look into doing.
Wonderful. And you brought up something really great right there, Kendrick, too, which probably a lot of our viewers might not know, is if they have events, if they have things that they want to do, if they have reunions, if they have other types of activities, they can contact you, right?
Yes, they can always contact us. Actually, right now, for the individuals that will come out to Wednesday Wind Down, you'll see construction. We're constructing a new pavilion out at Hunter Park. If you guys are familiar with the smoke pit, it's going to be right in front of the smoke pit. So for family reunions, you'll always be able to go out there and rent that pavilion, use the smoke pit, and also fish.
Wonderful. So there's a lot of great, a great venue for the citizens to come out there and use and be a part of.
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. Now, as we kind of close out this segment, I always like giving you the last word. What other things come to mind that you maybe want to remind the citizens of?
Well, I would definitely love to remind the citizens of we are here, we are the park. Please come and enjoy us. Please come and see us. My phone is always available. My door is always open. And we have great things coming around. And July is Parks and Recreation Month for the entire nation. It is Recreation Month. So, yeah, definitely come out and enjoy us in July.
All right, so let me recap real quick here. Tell me if I get it right. You jump in, all right? So in June, we have the Wednesday Wind Downs, 6 p.m. at Hunter Park. Then on June 24th, we have the fishing derby, right? And you can register online and be a part of that. No need to have a fishing license. On July 1st, we have the horseshoe tournament at Jesse Davis. And then on July 4th, of course, we have the City of Douglasville July 4th parade, which is always fabulous. And then from 11 until 2 after the parade, they can come on over to Hunter Park and have just an amazing time with food and concessions and water slides and who knows what other else fabulous stuff. Did I get it right?
Yes.
All right, wonderful. And July is also Parks and Rec Month.
Yes.
So when you go out to the park, they need to pat somebody like you on the back and say thank you for all you do.
Oh, yeah. We'll love it.
I know you would. All right. Well, I hope you come back and see us soon.
Oh, we'll do.
All right, we're going to hop on out. We're going to put all the information on our interactive calendar, and then we'll be right back. So you stay tuned.
Well, welcome to the interactive community calendar on City Connector. We've got activities happening for the summer here.
Everywhere. We've already talked about the ones in downtown. And now I know that there's some opportunities coming up with the construction on O'Neill Plaza. We have some cool events that are going on at Hunter Park this summer, right?
We sure do. So what we've done is taken a couple of those activities, just relocated those. First one coming up is Wednesday Wind Downs.
It's a fun one.
I know we had Councilman Sam Davis on and spoke about the kind of the lineup and all of the different artists.
Yeah.
But each Wednesday, starting at 6 p.m. at Hunter Park, bring your lawn chairs, your blanket, come set up for some great jazz music.
Yeah. It's always packed out.
Always packed out. And being at the park, you know, that gives you the opportunity maybe to come early.
Yeah.
Take a walk. We've got some nice walking tracks there.
Playgrounds for the kids.
Playground for the kids. Walking track there around the lake.
Yeah.
So something
Get
to
your
do.
walk on before you go sit and relax.
There you go. Get a little activity. Burn some calories.
Yes. But bring
And
your chair. Bring your chair, your blanket.
That's right. And that'll be from Wednesday in June through August the 9th, I believe, is the last one.
Very cool.
So lots of great artists lined up.
Cool.
And then the second thing, too, is Juneteenth.
Yes.
That's also happening there at Hunter Park.
Very cool.
They have a banquet on the 16th, that Friday night. That's kind of a ticketed event.
Got it.
But the next day, on the 17th, they celebrate all of their
I was going to say,
festivities.
it's when all the fun happens.
All the fun happens, and it happened this year out at Hunter Park.
Got it.
And so come be part of that. It's an ongoing activity and celebration.
Great. And I know they have a lot of great parking at Hunter Park. And then also I know that you can use the Board of Ed for overflow parking too,
That's
which
right.
is just a quick little walk. And it's going to be a good time.
That's right. It's all happening kind of located at Hunter Park.
Yes.
So make it a day at Hunter Park.
Sounds great.
All righty. Well, we'll be back, I guess, the month of July.
Yes.
We want to remind you that we won't be here in the month of June.
Yep.
So your next opportunity to promote your local not-for-profit organization and outreach to the community will be the last Tuesday
of July.
All righty. Thanks, Sarah.
No problem.
Hey, have a great summer. We'll see you in
too.
July.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Hey, look, it's those guys. Are you good to drive?
I'm fine.
How many did you have?
I should be fine.
You should be.
Go and step out of the vehicle for me.
See ya, buddy. Good luck. So turns out, buzz driving and drunk driving, they're the same thing, and it costs around $10,000. So not worth it.
Thanks for joining us on this edition of City Connector, again brought to you by City TV and the City of Douglasville. Remember at the beginning I promised you fun, family, food, festivals, all of those things, and we've talked about every single one of them. There's no better place to live and to work than right here in the City of Douglasville and the surrounding areas, so I know that you've enjoyed it. Please go out to the City of Douglasville website. You can find our program streaming, share it on Facebook, see it on Twitter, it's on YouTube, it's everywhere. And as a matter of fact, you're going to get to hear more from our musical guest, Hazel Ariana. Did I say it close enough?
Yes.
All right.
You're very close.
Thank you. I was practicing and practicing off camera the whole time. So Hazel, welcome to City Connector.
Thank you so much.
And thank you so much for bringing your wonderful talent. You sound so great. I know they've enjoyed you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for the opportunity to share with you and the City of Douglasville what I do, and I hope it can be a blessing for them.
Well, let's talk a little bit about that, because I know that you have a new CD project.
Yes, this is my first project. All the songs are written by me, along with the music. So I'm very proud of it. I'm very proud of the musicians that we have working in this project. And it's pretty much to share the message of hope to anybody who will have the opportunity to hear about the hope that we have in the Lord.
Wonderful.
So every song is about that. Every song talks about family life, relationships, personal relationship with our Creator and with our family. So I think everyone who will get the chance to hear is going to be really a blessing.
Well, they can go out to your Facebook page. They can order it there.
Yes, they can go out to my Facebook page, which is very easy because it has the name of the CD in Spanish and English, that the English version is coming up. Renacer is in Spanish and Rebirth in English. So the Facebook page is Hazel Renacer Rebirth, as well as my YouTube channel and also my Instagram account. It has the same name, Hazel Rebirth Renacer.
And it's easy to find. I went right out and searched it, and the Facebook page will pop right up, and you have a lot of other wonderful ways to contact you and to listen to your music, because folks could contact you for bookings, they could contact you to come and sing at their church or their event.
Yes, yes. All the information, my email, that you can contact me through the email, everything is on these pages and on these social media.
Wonderful.
So you can find me there very easy.
Well, one of the cool things about this project is you did write all of the words and all of the music. How long have you been songwriting, Hazel?
I've been writing songs since I was 12.
And how long have you been performing publicly?
Since I was 5 years old, maybe.
Wonderful.
Since I could walk, maybe, yes, since I could walk, I think my dad always encouraged me to sing and to be on a stage.
And who are some of the influences on you? Who are you listening to in terms of music? Who inspires you the most?
In terms of music, well, probably some people will recognize the names because they are Hispanic names. But I was always very close, believe it or not, to classic music through my dad. So I believe that was the beginning of me loving music. So I love all kind of singers that sing from their heart, that tell stories to people, that share about their experiences, and that's what I do through my music as well. Just
Wonderful.
Sharing a story.
All right, well, we look forward to hearing some more of that right now. Thank you again for being on the show.
Thank you so much.
I'll leave it to Hazel.
Thank you.
Losing my strength, hopeless and despair, lack of sleep, hours of pain, anxious to find my way. In the darkest times, I was in the wrong place, doubting your power, doubting your love, running away from your grace. Your gentle voice, Yeshua, call my name, took away my despair. Through your word, through your truth, through your love and only you, I try everything to hide all my shame. So much confusion, so much pain, I was close to lose all faith. But you renew my mind, you have changed my heart, and now witness one more time, you have won the fight. Your gentle voice, Yeshua, call my name, took away my despair. Through your word, through your truth, through your love and only you, now I can breathe again, the healing has begun. A way to freedom, the way to believe, now I can breathe again, the healing has begun. A way to freedom, a way to believe. The river has just begun, and never going back. By your strength and by your power, it will never fall apart. Like eagle wings, you renew my soul. The power of your grace, the battle won, and I'm free again. Through your word, through your truth, through your love and only you, and only you. Only, 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 only you.
this one is in Spanish. So I hope all my Hispanic brothers and sisters could enjoy it. No serás un superhéroe, pero eres el mejor de los amigos. Cuando escribo una canción, me enseñaste a sonreír. Cuando todo se ve gris, me enseñaste a vivir y ser feliz. No serás un superhéroe, pero eres el mejor para escucharme cuando quiero alzar mi voz. Eres más que un compañero que encuentro en cada rincón. Eres más que un viejo amigo, eres mi gran profesor. No serás un superhéroe, pero eres el mejor para escucharme cuando quiero alzar mi voz. Eres más que un compañero que encuentro en cada rincón. Eres más que un viejo amigo, eres mi gran profesor. Y aunque nadie en la tierra un héroe te hará, en mi corazón siempre lo serás. Y no importan las distancias, las barreras de algo más, sé que a mi lado siempre has de estar. No serás un superhéroe, pero eres mi papá. Y yo soy la joya hermosa que supiste bien cuidar, porque nunca permitiste que dejara de soñar, de cantarle a la vida y vivir en santidad. Y aunque nadie en esta tierra un héroe te hará, en mi corazón siempre lo serás. Y no importan las distancias, las barreras de algo más, sé que a mi lado siempre has de estar. Y no serás un superhéroe, pero eres mi papá. Y yo soy la joya hermosa que supiste bien cuidar, porque nunca permitiste que dejara de soñar, de cantarle a la vida y vivir en santidad. Mi Padre,